we've always had that guy that's kind of like looked like he didn't need to be there. We haven't had that guy with this year's draft class. And of course, we had Desmond Bain a couple years ago who looked phenomenal. And like they just shut him down. Like, all right, man, stop. You know what I mean? But we haven't had that guy at all this year. David Roddy had a good first game, and we all were penciling him in at the top of that pecking order. But he hasn't really looked, ultra impressive since then. We know his defensive floor. We know, if anything, he's a guy who we think could be, a versatile defender, on the perimeter, and can probably guard big sometimes as well, depending on the matchup. But it seems like they were trying to push him out as a guy who can, kind of show some of his playmaking. I was the guy who was saying the first game of the Summer League that, I wanted to see him do more. I wanted to see him dribble the ball more and not just stand in the corner and shoot threes. But, yeah, I think I want to see him just kind of go back to the corner and shoot
I'm
threes.
kind of good. I'm kind of good on that.
Yeah, I'm kind of good on the playmaking, David Roddy, man, for sure. Yeah, just kind of stand in the corner and shoot threes, man, and rebound and set picks or something, because he just doesn't. It's just not his game. But I appreciate them, letting him go out there and try to break him, man, and try to bend him until he breaks, try to add some new wrinkles to his game, because that's something they've always done. They've asked these guys to do more than what they normally do. Jake LaRavia on the other end has been getting up shots, man. Hasn't shot the ball insanely well. I think he shot around 35, 36%. That's not, that's around league average. Taking like 8 or 9 attempts per game, if I'm not mistaken, that's good.
That's good.
Do that.
Like, we need to see him
right,
shoot.
and I think that's good, because that shot won't look like his Summer League shot. You're talking about a shot where you're probably going to be on the court with a John Morant, a Desmond Bain, a Marcus Smart, maybe a Derrick Rose, Jaren Jackson Jr., and you may be wide open in the corner. You're not talking about a step back three or a contested three against some guy who's trying to make a roster. You're probably going to be wide open. You know what I mean? So just to see that his defense has gotten better. Last year, he was a guy who got a lot of intentional fouls last year. Flagrant fouls last year. Got a few of those just because he was a pretty terrible defender. Just to see that he's gotten better in that area. His conditioning looks a little better. His confidence looks to be a lot better. I think that, all in all, the Jake has had a much better showing, being much more consistent over the Summer League for sure. GG, leave that man in South Haven, lock him away. Yep. I don't care if he plays a single game for the Grizzlies. I have a question for you too, man. I thought about this on Twitter. If the Grizzlies if you sign a guy if you draft a guy in the second round and you put him on a two-way deal, right? And he's on your active, and if he's on a two-way, he's got to play, not play, but be on the active roster a certain amount of games, right?
Right. And what is that number?
I think it's like 50 or something like that.
Is it 50 games?
Something like that. I don't know.
Roster?
All right, but here's the question. What if he never actually plays, though? Is he a rookie next year? You don't know.
Because that's interesting because
I think the fact that he's available makes him not be a rookie.
Well,
or does he have to log a minute?
I don't think he has to log minutes to I don't think it works that way.
Mm-hmm.
What is interesting is the only two guys that I've really seen that happen with over the last few years was Blake Griffin's rookie year. He was injured that entire rookie year.
Embiid.
And then, Joel. And then Chet Holmgren last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're considering Chet Holmgren a rookie this year.
Because he wasn't on a two-way roster.
He wasn't on a two-way. So I don't think that there is I think him being on a two-way contract, playing in South Haven, having to be up with the main team.
Yeah, he's not a rookie. He won't be a rookie.
Yeah.
He won't be a rookie. So he'll be. You're saying the same thing I'm saying. He won't be, right?
I don't think he would be a rookie.
All right. Just wondering. Not that it even matters, but I just wonder how would that work if he didn't play at all. I'm gonna tell you who impressed me though, man. And I'm at the point now where I'm about to go into my inner Isaac Simpson on this.
Let's go.
I'm about to go into my inner Isaac Simpson, man. I would not be mad if the Grizzlies made a path for Vince Williams to be on the big roster. Like, for real. Like, I know you have another year two-way left in him, but I would not be. I'm gonna make a prediction here on the Anthony Sain Show, episode 12. Vince Williams will be on the main roster before the season is over. Like, I think something's gonna happen where he's gonna force himself to get off the two-way.
I did this with my brother-in-law the other night where we went through the main roster, the 15 main roster.
Yeah.
I don't see Vince Williams making the main roster. I
don't
he's
see
gonna
it
be
now.
A two-way.
I don't see it now, but I can see it by the end of the season.
What do you think? Let's go through. Can we go through the top 15 real quick?
Go ahead.
The 15.
You got it in front of you?
I mean, I can kind of go off the top of my head.
All right, come on. You got Ja, Bain,
Jaren,
Smart, Jaren, Adams,
Derek
Rose, Kennard, Zaire,
Santi,
Xavier Tillman. That's 10.
That's 10.
Then you got Junior Lofton.
He'll be on the main roster.
Laravia
will be on the main roster.
I said Zaire already.
Zaire will be on the main roster. You said Zaire already? Okay, so that's 12.
Roddy is 13.
13. So you got two.
Conchar's 14.
Conchar's 14. So that means you got one. So now you got, who are your two-way? So you got Gigi. You got
Gigi's
Vince. You've got, who else?
I'm forgetting somebody that's on this team.
I know.
Shit, man, I don't know.
I should have had it in front of me, but
that would have helped.
I just don't see Vince.
Not now.
I don't see it.
But by the end of the season, because I think there's going to be some level of consolidation by the end of the season. Like I think two of those guys are going to emerge. You're going to have to make hard decisions about the other ones. You know what I mean? So I'm pulling for Vince. I like his game. I think if he'd have played the entire summer league, we all would have liked his game more. But yeah, I'm excited about him. And I think
We forgot Steven Adams.
I said Steven Adams. I don't know, man. Y'all know the roster. Then you got Josh Christopher, you got Isaiah Todd, all those guys on the roster. You got to get it down to 15. And then you're going to have to make some more decisions probably as the season goes on. Exciting stuff, man. There's been a lot of talk about whether guys got better, who should be the starter. And while Ja's away, there's talk about, who's the better of these guys, these wings that we have or whatever. Can Kenneth Lofton do this? Can he do that? And I'll just say this, man. I don't care about any of that shit at this point. I am so ready to see how it plays out in camp. I'm ready to roll the ball out there, see who's who, see who does what, see who really brings it, see how they look in preseason. It's way too early to make any kind of calls right now. Summer League, I appreciate you. You've got me through the dog days of summer so far. We got Team USA basketball coming soon with Jaren Jackson Jr. We'll get that for a few weeks for sure. But, yeah, man, I'm ready for camp to start in October.